Indie Wrestling Q&A interview with D-Line, Mr. Jason Heppel. How long have you guys been in the wrestling business?
Well, 2007, so probably like 6 years, man, we've been doing this. Still scraping and clawing to get our way to the top. But you know, it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in it.
Every day's a grind, and we just keep grinding each and every day.
So who's been some of your most physical tag teams you have competed with?
Briscoes, by far. I mean, right now we've been up against Briscoes 4 times. Out of those series, it's 2-2, and they've been some hard-hitted, tough matches. So you know, the Briscoes by far.
If you had a dream tag team, who would it be to wrestle?
I don't know for him, but I can tell you for me, one of my tag teams that I like was Hulk and Animal, but that, of course, that won't happen. But Demolition would probably be second.
Yeah,
Demolition. I agree.
And how did the whole D-Line come about?
Well, D-Line came about, we was just sitting down one day and we was getting everything going and we was thinking of a name. And, you know, we just left it close to home, someone familiar with football. And we were sitting there thinking of some names like, man, what would stand out, what fits us the best? And, you know, we just said, you know, D-Line. And then, yeah, D-Line. And it just stuck. We just took it and ran with it. Right. So it was just like this little thing just clicked and we just ran with D-Line.
So how was it working on the Ring of Honor show?
Amazing. Ring of Honor has some of the best athletes in the world. Every match in Ring of Honor is like a championship match. Everybody is top of the notch. I mean, it don't get no better than that, man. I say Ring of Honor is amazing work for us. It's an honor and a privilege for us to be a part of Ring of Honor.
You know, that's a place where everybody wants to be.
Yes, sir.
Besides the other 2 big companies.
Ring of Honor, yeah, Ring of Honor is where legends are made. CM Punk, Brian Daniels, Tyler Black, you know, and many others. You know, so that's where legends are made in our eyes.
So have you guys ever been physically injured due to pro wrestling?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got those scars on my head, you know, it actually cut me to the white knee. It was actually against Mark and Joe, the first time I went against him. And I split me wide open. I was just leaking all over the place. And I had like some pinched nerves in my neck to where I couldn't, you know, move my neck for about 2 weeks.
Dislocated shoulder, dislocated hips.
I mean, injuries, man, definitely happen. Swollen knee. But it's all good because, man, you know, we keep coming back like Rocky, baby, the eye of the tiger, baby.
That's right.
So if you had any advice for anybody pursuing wrestling career, what would they be?
I say, you know, never give up on your dreams. If that's what you want to do, you know, sky's the limit. It's going to take hard work and dedication. There's going to be times to where you're just like, man, I don't feel like doing this, I feel like doing that. And you travel so far and, you know, you might be sick, going through injuries, but you just got to suck it up and, you know, keep pushing. Just never give up. Take every advice you can from the veterans. Listen, learn as much as you can, and get as much as you can out of it. Because it's always a learning process. No matter how long you've been in the business, the day you stop learning is the day you should get out.
And out of all the wrestling federations you have wrestled for, what has been the most the best wrestling federation you have developed in?
Well, development, you develop everywhere you go because you're going against different competition. When you go against different competition, you will learn how to work with this guy, you learn how to work with this guy. It's different types of wrestling.
I would say that too, and I'll say, you know, definitely when we go to Ring of Honor, because, you know, the bar is set. You gotta step your game up. There's no, you know, going in there being like, I mean, you really gotta step your game up in that place.
Right, so everywhere you go, you learn. So you learn different things everywhere you go. You gotta listen. You have to make sure this is what you want to do. To get back to your last question, you just have to know that this business is grueling. It can wear and tear on you mentally and physically.
Right.
So if you're not ready for that, maybe you shouldn't get into this business, but it's a lot of time that you're spending on the road instead of with your family, and sometimes that can cut right down the middle of your family time. And so, if you really want to get in, make sure this is what you want to do, because once you get in, it's hard to stop because you love it so much. So your family can, you know, be a little jealous of that, but definitely, man, if you want to do it, just make sure it's what you want to do. It's rough and tough.
I got one more question. Who are you guys trained by?
We train by Pat Rose.
Pat Rose, old WCW, NWA guy.
Yeah, we train the hard way, man. Old school type training. We didn't even hit a ring for about,
6, 7 months.
7 months, man. We just, go back to the basics. He's hardcore. He keep it busy. So.
What about the movie question?
So basically, Pat Rose is one of our guys who trained us action riding. We get trained by him for a little bit.
Right.
Also, young guy by the name of Massive Mike, started out with him, and we just evolved with other trainers, So, yeah.
And one last question. They made a movie about D-Line. One last question. They made a movie about D-Line. What actor would play D-Line and what would the title be?
Denzel Washington for me. Because I'm handsome. You know that.
Man.
Sit up there like you don't know what's going on. Denzel Washington for me. Nah, I don't know, man. That's a tough question. Never really thought about it.
Yeah, never really thought about it, but the title, I say the title, man, Grind.
Yeah, that's the title of the movie.
But get into the end, or you just call it Grind. Because that's all we do. I mean, we focus, we stay hungry, we keep this thing moving and keep going. That's actually a good question. I never thought about who actually play us, but I can guarantee you it'll be a darn good movie. Be number one in the box office, baby. Guarantee that.
From the bottom to the middle.
Yeah.
Once again, this is Indie
That's right.
Wrestling Q&A. This is the ACW Tag Team Champions D-Line. I'm Jason Neville. Check me on Facebook.com, Indie Wrestling Q&A, and YouTube. And where else can you find the D-Line at on the internet?
Something will find us, homie.
You can find us at Facebook at Black Ice D-Line. It should come up right after you type in Black Ice. And also on Twitter, you can find us at DLineBlackRed.com. That's D-Line BLKRED on Twitter.
Yeah.
And once again, this is Indie Wrestling Q&A with D-Line, and also go Redskins.
That's right.